Hey everyone, welcome to episode 4. We've got a lot of vinyl openings. We've got Jexxe Taylor from Nite Prison and a kick-ass shoegaze band from Vancouver called Violet Age. Stay tuned. So my friend Dennis turned me on to this band, so got to give him credit for that. These are the Monks. These were American GIs stationed in Germany. They formed a band to blow off steam and started out as a cover band, then got serious, shaved their heads, performed in monks' clothes. A lot of feedback, real cutting edge stuff for 1966. They stayed in Germany even when they weren't positioned there anymore. But very cool sound. Check these guys out. It's been repressed a few times. This album originally came out in 1966. They disbanded in 1967. They were never that big in their time. Great stuff on here though. Check it out. Just wanted to make you aware because I wasn't as of a week ago, but this stuff kicks ass. Those guys are really cool. Check them out. That electric banjo and the organ stuff. Really unique sound for 1966. That was so fun. Let's open another one. Hi everybody. We've got a new parcel opening here. This one came in the mail. This is an oldie but a goodie. One I never owned, which is a must for myself just due to its hip-hop relations. This is a 1972 album by a British rock band called Babe Ruth. The album is called First Base. It's got some cool artwork. They're playing baseball in space, riding and surfing sharks. The ball is the world. I think the guy who painted that was related to Yes somehow. I think he did Fragile's cover artwork and stuff. But great dynamic in this band. Cool sound. Female vocalist. Killer guitar playing. The big track off here is The Mexican, which I'll play for you guys if you haven't heard it. And another awesome song off here is the cover of King Kong. It's a Zappa tune, but a lot of these are 7 to 8 minutes long. Great record. If you see it, pick it up. Good news from the Ketamines this week. They released a new song for the first time in almost a year. You might remember them from 2012's Spaced Out, garage psychedelic classic. But they're releasing 4 7-inches throughout 2013, all individual pictures, but when put together they make this whole, so look out for that. I was lucky enough to sit down with producer Jexxe Taylor out of Vancouver. He's going to tell you guys about Nite Prison and how his idea became a reality. It's pretty insightful stuff. Let's hear it. So if you don't know who this is, you've probably heard... here, let's start again. Sorry, that's my old page. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So if you don't know who this is sitting next to me here, and you buy local music in our fair city of Vancouver, odds are pretty good his name is on something over there on your shelf. This is Jexxe Taylor of Nite Prison Recordings. Say hi to everyone out there. Hi.
Hey.
So Jexxe, welcome. Thanks for coming over and doing this. Over the years, Jexxe here has produced various local bands, including New Sensei, White Lung, Needles Pins, his own projects, and a slew of others too long to list. He's also played in Twin Crystals, Channels 3 and 4, and has solo project of Reflections, which is cool, interesting stuff, getting into movie scores. Very cool. So let's get right into it here. Nite Prison, tell us about it. How did this, it's your idea, your baby. How did it get started?
Well, it's like a few years ago, it was like, there was only like a few studios in town for bands to record.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I don't know, it was like a lot of money to record at any of the studios. And it was like, me and my friends couldn't afford to go record at the Hive, which was like,
yeah,
most studios were like, you know, like $350 a day, and you know, like, you play a few shows to save up that much money, and you would go there and you could only afford to pay for one day.
Yeah, and it's just
and like, so
gone.
record as many songs as you can in one day and mix it and get a CD and walk away at the end, you know. And it's like,
you end up with a rushed product.
Yeah. That, I mean, sounds good, you know, like, but like, I like working on records for like a while, or have the opportunity to work for a while. So I just, you know, like, I was sharing a rehearsal space with New Sensei, and they moved out, and I realized that I had my own room, and that I'd been like just collecting gear for the last 10-15 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And had all this gear, and just, you know, I realized that I could put together like just a half decent studio, and, you know, and just be able to work.
Yeah.
Like, work every day. Like, I wanted to make a home for like punk bands.
Yeah.
To record.
A cheap
like,
alternative to make a good demo to get the foot in the door type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, not even a cheap alternative, but just like an alternative.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to make like a glorified like bedroom studio. Like,
yeah.
You know, like, those are some of my favorite records. Like bootlegs and like peel sessions and stuff. You know, like, yeah. I like all those records better than I like the original like LP versions that came out on the major label. Like, I like
raw stuff.
I like the raw stuff,
genuine.
and I wanted to make a place that like felt comfortable to do that stuff in, and I try to make an environment that there's zero pressure.
Yeah.
And, you know, I make it so money's not an object, you know. Like, when I started, I said, let's record for $50 a day. Yeah. You know, but it's hard to get somebody to even pay $50 a day.
Yeah.
So it was like, I you know, I had to go up. I charge $85 a day now.
Yeah.
And, you know, just because
and that
the room cost me money to, you know, like, it's like I want to work for free, but I can't.
Yeah.
It's just like the bare minimum that can cover any of my costs.
Yeah.
To be able to work for.
What does a day involve? Like, you at the helm for how long?
Oh, anywhere from 8 to 12, 15 hours.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I mean, like, I just let the bands go.
Yeah.
You know, like, if the bands, like, you can tell when it's like winding down, and you can tell when it's like, we're not getting any more good takes.
That's the end.
Let's take off. You know, but I want to make it. I like for bands to be able to just feel free and not feel like, oh my God, we have to finish this song right now. Like, I know this is a new song. We just have to get it on tape. Like, it just has to be done. It's like, you know, like, why don't we record it over a certain number of days? It's a new song. The song will evolve. You know, like, you'll get the lyrics better. Like, you know, maybe you'll add in a different guitar part or a bridge or something. Like, you know, it's like, let's work on it for a bit and develop it.
Cool.
You know?
Yeah.
So that, I mean, I just want bands to be able to have the time to develop. So thanks to Jexxe for doing that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out a future episode for part 2 and we get more into twin crystals. So let's check out this next vinyl. Great funk on here for all you funk fans. This is for you. Hey everyone, just got this parcel in the mail. Wanted to include it in this show. Great funk record I wanted to make you aware of. It's kind of a compilation. Came out in 2001 in the UK only, I believe. But it's Johnny Otis and Friends, What's Funky. It's kind of a compilation look back at tracks Johnny Otis was involved in, either as a musician, producer, or mentor in some cases. But Strawberry Letter 23 is a great track.
A lot of good funk on here. It's a double discer, non-gatefold. But the main one I wanted off here was the vibrettes. Do the Humpty Dump. Great value. A lot of songs jammed on here. 72 minutes, but check the vibrettes out. Anyways, if you like funk, get this record. So guys, after a show recently, I've talked with Violet Age after seeing them tear the roof off the Cobalt. Let's hear what they had to say. Hey everyone, we're here with Vancouver band Violet Age. They just played a show. They can make a hell of a noise. I just saw it. It was fucking awesome. The last song there, that was Padded Cell, right?
Correct, yeah.
Let us know, how did you guys form? How'd you come together?
No, well, we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah, long-time friends.
Brothers, so we grew up in the same household.
Nice.
I've known Pierce.
Yeah, we've been jamming since we were like about 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been jamming for a while. We never really got a band together.
Yeah.
Then I moved away for a bit, and when I got back, Derek was like, "Oh, my brother Jason wants to kind of start something. Would you be interested in playing?" So I was like, "Yeah, no problem." So we went for like, I don't know, maybe 6 months without a drummer, just with a drum machine. And then we found our first drummer, Ryan, who's since moved to Toronto. And we've been working with Steve on some recording, so he's filling in. And
seemed pretty tight up there.
Part of the crew now, so
thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
So these guys, Violet Age again is the name. They have one release out so far, nothing physical, just digital. We're gonna send you to the Bandcamp. Maybe we'll do that right here. The EP is called Prescriptions.
Yeah.
Tell us about the recording of that. I believe, like I said, it was recorded with Josh Stevenson of New Sensei Sundowning fame on Suicide Squeeze. So how was that recording with Josh?
Yeah, it was a really cool experience. Josh is kind of, I think, one of the type of guys who he just kind of facilitates, right? So he
good vibe.
He's a really
organic,
nice guy, really like a genuinely good guy, and really has a kind of laid back approach, and he kind of just lets you, do your own thing, and then he's kind of there to help guide, especially like on the production side, maybe.
Very cool.
But yeah, no, it was a fantastic experience.
He's got all these weird toys, weird synths and stuff, and one of the things in Action Padded Cell, we really wanted to have that kind of noise, kind of krautrock vibe.
Yeah.
And he had like the same phaser that those guys used in the track, so we threw that on a few of the songs.
Yeah, it sounds good, man. I really enjoyed the last track, and I think we are gonna send it in to Padded Cell, right? From here.
Sure.
You guys want to intro it, or is there enough to say? Or
Padded Cell, check it out.
Violet Age, Vancouver.